The chant of Who Dat originated in minstrel shows and vaudeville acts of the late 1800s and early 1900s.
I did not know.
By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the big chant at the New Orleans Saints games. Who dat, or in its entirety, who dat, say they gonna beat them Saints. It was taken up then by jazz and big band performers in the 20s and 30s. The first reference to Who Dat can be found in the 19th century. A featured song in E.E. Rice's Summer Nights is the song, Who Dat Say Chicken in Dis Crowd. A common tagline
That sounds like a Negro dialect.
Thank you very much, Senator Reed. A common tagline in the days of Negro minstrel shows was, Who Dat? Answered by, Who Dat Say Who Dat? Many different black-faced gags played off that opening. Vaudeville performer Mantan Moreland was known for the routine. Another example is Swing Wedding, a rarely shown I'll bet it's rarely shown, 1930s cartoon musical, which caricatured Fats Waller, Cab Calloway, Bill Bojangles, Robinson, Ethel Waters, the Mills Brothers as frogs in a swamp, performing minstrel show jokes and jazz tunes. The frogs repeatedly used the phrase, Who Dat?
Well, that's at least as much as I needed to know about Who Dat.
Would you like to hear the lyrics to a 1937 song?
No.
All right, then. Who dat say they don't want to hear that there song?
Where is the Super Bowl this year?
Miami, isn't it? A week after the exciting Pro Bowl, which is this coming weekend, that no one will watch. Put it the week before the Super Bowl, week after. Put it during the Super Bowl. Play it in June. Play it on the moon with no gravity.
I'd watch that.
Do whatever you want.
Got to admit, I'd tune into that.
Who dat watching the Pro Bowl? Nobody be watching the Pro Bowl.
Have you ever been to the Metropolitan Museum of Art there in Manhattan, New York City?
I have not.
Oh, really? I have visited many times and enjoyed it. Well, a woman stumbled over the weekend and fell into one of the more expensive paintings.
Oh, whoops.
It's kind of a funny story. That and a bunch of important stuff coming up.
Propaganda works.
Yeah.
Talk about that next hour.
Wait to hear this. You are listening to the Armstrong and Getty Show.
Looking out for the beleaguered people of Haiti. On the other hand, one must question the New Orleans Saints Who Dat chant and its tastefulness, Jack. No, I'm not actually standing up for political correctness, but I'm finding this fascinating. The whole Who Dat, say they Who Dat, hey, who thing. It's from the 1800s, 1900s, minstrel shows. Okay, I can't even say that. Staged minstrel skits had frightened black people saying, Who Dat? When they encountered a ghost or someone imitating a ghost. Then the Who Dat say Who Dat skit would play itself out. The skit was done frequently in short reels from the 30s to the 50s, and even in some early TV shows. The Marx Brothers had a Who Dat routine in A Day at the Races. Often a ghost was called a Who Dat. An animated character, now, that's not that interesting. Who Dat became a familiar joke with soldiers during World War II. Now, this is the part I really wanted to get to, because this is funny. Back in WW2, U.S. fighter squadron pilots would often fly under radio silence. To avoid detection, obviously. But things would get lonely and a little boring up there in the cockpit, so after a while there'd be a crackle of static as someone keyed his mic. Then a disembodied voice would say, well, there'd just be the crackle. Then somebody say, Who Dat? An answer would come, Who Dat, say Who Dat? And then another, Who Dat, say Who Dat, say Who Dat? After a few rounds of this, the squadron commander would grab his microphone and yell, Cut it out, you guys! There'd be a few moments of silence, then, Who Dat? So that's kind of funny. And not nearly so racially.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, go Saints.
Welcome to the Armstrong and Getty Show. If you've never been to the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, it is best museum I've ever been to anywhere in the world, and I've been to the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. Wow. And the, what starts with a U there in Florence, Italy?
U-Haul?
The Uffizi. I think that's how you pronounce it. The London Museum of Art.
I don't cotton a highfalutin museum.
But anyway, at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, you can walk around and look at these paintings, and I'm always amazed that they're just hanging there on the wall. I mean, so you got a 500-year-old Raphael hanging on the wall, and there's nobody in the room but me, and I've always just said, what keeps me from taking a marker and writing a mustache on it or something?
Raphael, that was that kid's singer. Oh, the 80s, right?
Or one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Rafi.
The other day, Friday afternoon, a woman lost her balance, tripped, and put a 6-inch tear in a 100-year-old Picasso.
Oh! She tore it apart so bad the nose was below the eyes.
They have no idea.
The mouth was under that.
They don't have no idea how much damage they did or what it cost, but it's certainly in the millions, they think.
Wow.
She just kind of stumbled.
Hey, clumsy. You just cost us $7 million. Why don't you watch your step, you moron, huh? Out.
That is unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
And then what, do they charge you for that, or do you just say, I am so embarrassed?
I am sorry.
I really sorry.
Normally don't stumble into priceless pieces of art. I'm so embarrassed.
I feel terrible about this. I'm just going to walk out backwards, and I just feel terrible. I am so sorry.
Gosh, I hope this doesn't inconvenience you. Bye.
Or do they do something to you, or do you have to sell your house? Or I don't know what happens.
What kind of museum is that one? Has it got the modern art in it, Hitler?
It might. I don't know. If it does, I haven't looked at it because I don't like modern art.
Because we were doing touristy stuff with the kids downtown San Francisco over Christmas break, and I was thinking of taking them to MoMA, but the Museum of Modern Art there. But the two big ones could handle it, but the little one, there's too much weird, disturbing stuff there. Michael Jackson with his chimp in porcelain. I don't know if that's still there. But not a wacky art.
What the Met has got that I like so much that I just think is freaking amazing. They have an enormous display of like warfare through the ages, and you get to look at these suits of armor from people going way back, and you see, it starts out with you got a little helmet and a shield. And then you got, a bigger shield and a helmet. Then you got the full suit of armor, and just how you see it progress. Yeah. And they're actually just picturing people fighting to the death in those things. It's just amazing to me.
Nasty, brutish, and short.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
so many people have had to fight to the death in battles
with
that you just can't imagine.
Knives.
Yeah.
Hacking each other. When you said it was an art museum, I didn't realize it included the art of chopping people apart with swords.
Oh, yeah, just some tremendous displays. And Egyptian stuff that's, 5,000 years old. Anyway, I'm not here to promote the...
Talk to us about the origin of chain mail, Jack.
The origin of it?
Yeah, mail.
Well, so,
when did it come along?
I don't know. I don't remember, but...
I got to get me some. But I just want to walk around in a mail suit.
But in every battle, and still today, it's always about, you can dominate for years or decades or 100 years until your enemy comes up with something that defeats your best weapon.
Right.
And then all of a sudden has the upper hand.
Right.
And then they might win for the next 1 year, 10 year, 100 years.
Keep that in mind, you pacifist morons.
And we're working on, I was reading about this the other day, a laser that's supposed to be getting pretty close to be ready to go.
Now you got my attention.
An actual laser that would do away with bullets and bombs and that sort of thing. And
would it just microwave people?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Or make them explode.
So they'd be really hot in one section, cold in another one.
Make them explode.
Wow, that's nasty.
But what an advance that would be for anybody out there that's even got a gun. You've got an AK-47. Great. I've got a laser. I can stand a mile away. And, pinpoint you with a GPS device and then blow your head off.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, I just read the other day, you remember that Blue bomb, BLU? It was the giant, monster, 10-foot-long, bunker-busting nightmare bomb, ballistic bomb that we'd come up. Not a nuke. And for some reason that matters, huh? But anyway, we've now got one that is 10 times as powerful, that they think they can blast a hole about 200 feet down. It's like a 2-stage bomb with a straight down dig a hole bomb that can go through hundreds of feet of concrete, as I recall. It's a mind-boggling amount of concrete. It's steel reinforced and everything.
So why don't...
And then a kerblooey charge that goes next.
Can we drop that on Osama, or do we not know where he is the problem?
Yeah, we don't. They just go around blowing up a bunch of mountains, and they're rather expensive to build. But if, for instance, you're a sandy country with an alleged, underground nuclear facility, maybe keep it in mind. We got something for you.